welcome back. This is Patty Bennett, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I blog at pattystamps.com, and today I am super excited because my first order of Stampin' Up! New catalog goodies just came, UPS, and I'm just going to run through real quickly and show you my favorites. I placed an overnight order just with my super favorites, and that is what I'm going to share with you. Before I show you the actual products, I wanted to just give you 2 tips for your catalog. I love to get my catalog spiral bound. I take it to Staples. Usually most any office supply store will be able to do that for you. Just tell them to cut as little as possible off the spine and spiral bind it for you. And I love that that means that you can just open it and it lays flat. That is just perfect. It's so useful that way. The other thing I love to do is I take these little tabs. They are from Post-it. So they are sticky on this side, and then they have a writable surface. And you can see what I've done here is that I have labeled the major things in the back: color families, designer paper, embellishment, ribbon, adhesive, punches, and Big Shot. And it's so that when I'm at my desk or my crafting station, I can just flip right to those pages. These are the things that I reference the most when I'm crafting or blogging, and it makes it so easy to find those. So just 2 tips there for you when getting your new catalog and working with that. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the new paper. It's probably one of my most favorite things in every new catalog. And I did order all of them, but I only put 5 packs on my overnight order in addition to what I already had from the demonstrator pre-order. So I'm going to be showing you Fruit Stand, which is right here. Floral Boutique, blue and white. That's actually on pattystamps.com today, June 2nd. You can see that. And I'm also showing you the Irresistibly Floral Specialty Paper. And over here, I am going to talk about the Little Foxy paper pack. It's a 6x6 stack, and then the Serene Scenery designer paper stack. So you can see all of that on 172, 173, and 174. We'll also jump then into the new doilies and some of the other embellishments. So let's get started and let me show you these amazing things. So at first glance, you might be thinking, yeah, white paper, boy, that's thrilling, but hopefully you can see this. There are actually designs printed on these. We've had paper similar to this the last couple of years, and the idea is you're going to want to color it. Now, of course, you could leave it white. Wouldn't it make a great wedding card? I think that would be beautiful. Maybe first communion, christening. But for the most part, you're probably going to want to color it. So I have my Flirty Flamingo ink pad, and I've just used 1/4 of my sponge. And watch this. When you add color, the white design pops out. So you can do this with a sponge, you can do this with a spritzer, with a sponge dauber, with a brayer, and then you can really see how that design pops out. Before you actually use it, you're going to grab a Kleenex or a paper towel and just rub off any extra ink that is still sitting on top of this white embossed design. And you can see that it comes off. So you just want to make sure that that comes off here and not on your hand or on the recipient's hand when they go to use it or look at the card. So there are stripes and dots and 3 different florals, and this is just a triangle pattern, no, diamond pattern. And on the back, they're just plain cardstock because, I mean, who would want to use anything but these pretty papers? So that is the Irresistibly Floral paper. And then Fruit Stand. Oh, this is so fun, so summery, so cute. Look at these great designs. The peaches and all the flowers, strawberries, more peaches, pears, and lemons. Love these. And then let's check out the back sides. Just some geometric patterns, but in the same colors, so that you have some coordinating patterns to use. Oh, and apples as well. Super fun. And this goes perfectly with the fruit set, and it has fruits and flowers in it. This is just so summery and fun. Love that. Then this, oh, this is on my blog today, and I love it even more in person than I did when I was just looking at it at the Onstage convention and in the catalog. Let me get the name right. This is Floral Boutique, and it's the gorgeous blue and white. It reminds me of some fine china, and the other sides are absolutely beautiful patterns, a little more detailed, a little smaller in scale than the front. So gorgeous. I am absolutely in love with this one, Floral Boutique. And again, that's on pattystamps.com on June 2nd. And this is a little foxy. You've seen me using this adorable Foxy Friends stamp set, creating all sorts of woodland creatures. And this is the paper pack that coordinates with it. And it's actually supposed to be usable for babies. So you definitely could use these cute little sweet patterns for babies, but also just for parties or birthdays or just any sort of fun card. So very cute stack. And then the serene scenery. Oh my goodness. This is stunning. So let me start with this side. And this has all these beautiful photorealistic patterns. Everything from wood to grass to oceans to, that's like burlap and sky and grass. So stunning. These are amazing. And the other side is just fun graphic designs all in the same color palette. So pretty. And it's the Bermuda Bay, Crumb Cake, Delightful Dijon, Island Indigo, Olive, Old Olive, Pool Party, and Whisper White on that one. So those are the papers that I got right away. Now let's move on to some embellishments. Let's talk about ribbon. This is the In Color 2015-2017 In Color selection of ribbon. This is new this year, and it's right here on page 178. It is called 5/8 inch mini striped ribbon. And I think the mini refers to the fact that the stripe is really fine, because the ribbon itself is not mini. I mean, this is a nice, good, usable size. I opened one of them just to show you how soft and pliable this is. This is going to tie just the best knots and bows ever. This looks wonderful, and it's the 5 in colors that we have had now for a year, and then they will last for another year until May of 2017. We also have some more new ribbon. This is the new In Color selection, and this is the ruched ribbon. It's 3/8 of an inch wide in the 5 new In Colors. I've been using it a lot on my blog because demonstrators could pre-order this. Super, super soft and great to use. So those are the 5 new In Colors. And those are shown right up here on page 178. And then we also have this new lace. This is on page 179. Let's look at this. Oh my gosh, this is super soft. This is really, really lovely. I really like this. It's right up here on 179, 1/2 inch very vanilla lace trim. You are really going to love this if you need something that's nice and pliable and it'll tie easy, and I'm guessing that it won't make a real big lump in your card, which is always important. You don't want to have to pay a whole bunch extra in postage, you know, just to mail a card. There are several new solid baker's twine colors. They are right here on 179, and this is the Night of Navy. Ooh, I really, really like this. This is sort of between a thick baker's twine and a thread. I really like the weight of this. I wasn't sure what this was going to feel like, but I got it specifically to coordinate with the blue and white paper that I was showing you, the Floral Boutique paper, because I think that's going to be wonderful together. So I did get the other colors. I just wanted to show you the Night of Navy. And then the last thing on these pages I want to show you is the washi tape. 5 new selections there. I don't know about you guys, but what I do to open these is I just poke a hole and then I just peel this off. I'm not sure if there's a magical way to do this, but that's how I get these open. So this is the Floral Boutique washi tape, and the blue and white prints coordinate with that paper I was just showing you. Absolutely beautiful. And then the other selections are a little brighter. I've been using Affectionately Yours and Pop of Pink. Those are fun. Oh yeah, Playful Palette also. And then there's the Moroccan one. So those are the 5 new washi tapes not to miss. That is on page 179. On page 177, I love these new enamel shapes that Stampin' Up! Is offering this year. This one is the Metallic Shapes, and it's 100 pieces in here in gold and silver. So you'll have the hearts, stars, and circles in both gold and silver. And then there is an in color selection. I believe that's this one. Oh, this is the subtles. Let's see. I should have looked at these. The brights, the regals, and the in colors. There we go. So there are 3 packages here and 1 here. And let's just open one up to see this together. And I was thinking about how I'm going to be storing these. And I think the best way is going to be in the Stampin' Up! Clear envelope. So I wanted to just check that out and see if that looked like it was going to be a good way to store these. So you have the 5 sheets with the 5 new in colors, just like the ribbon I was just showing you. And I think, here's what I'm going to do. So here's the clear Stampin' Up! Envelopes. And I think what I'll do is just put that selection in there, and I will probably just write with a Sharpie in color. I think that's how I'm going to store that. But these cute little shapes are self-stick on the back, so the best way to use them, I have found, is the paper piercer. And you just want to tuck it right under the shape, pick it up with your paper piercer, and then set that down on the project that you're working on, and then you just push and it will stick. So that's my recommendation, is a paper piercer to use these enamel shapes. And I think those are going to be super fun. I love these. This takes the place of the candy dots that we used to have. So I thought I would just show you those. And then I told you we would talk about the new doilies. So the in-color doilies, those are the in-colors that we've had for a year, and they will be around for 1 more year. So let's look at this. Cute little doilies, lots of fun. And what's great about these is the other side is white. So if there is a that you tend to not use up as much, or maybe you're working on a particular project and you need, say you need a whole bunch of cucumber crush and watermelon wonder, so you end up with extras of these, or whatever, you can turn it over, use the white side, you can sponge on it, brayer it, spritz it, whatever you want, even stamp on it. That would be so fun, just stamped with a greeting right in the center, and that way you wouldn't be wasting any of the colors. So I always look for ways to use them up if I have little leftovers. And Stampin' Up! Is also offering new white doilies this year. Let's give this a little open here and check these out. That is up here in the corner on page 175. There we go. And they look a little different than before. So very lovely. Little more detailed. I like these a lot. One thing I learned early on with these doilies is when you pick them up, you might think that you only have one, but you really need to check. You need to kind of just run your finger on the edge and check, because 3 or 4 will stick together, and you certainly don't want to waste 4 or 5 or something on one project. So that's just a tip for you on the doilies. And then we also still offer the metallic foil doilies in gold and silver as well. A couple more things I wanted to show you. This one is on the Big Shot page, page 190. There is a new platform. It just says new Big Shot platform. And this is something new that will be shipping with the new Big Shots, or you can buy it separately. And you are really going to want this. We saw some samples at convention, at the Onstage convention, showing using this and not using this, and it makes such a difference. If you go to pattystamps.com and you look at the video posted on June 2nd on my blog, it will show you a little bit about that, and then I also have a photo in that blog post, but it'll show you why this is so terrific for cutting the intricate dies. So it has a thin die adapter and the platform, and it shows you on here that you want to use just the platform when you're doing the embossing. So there's the embossing folder, and then you'll add that extra little shim when you are die cutting with thinlets or framelets, and it just gives it that perfect extra little bit of thickness that it needs to die cut just perfectly. So I told myself I just needed a couple of the new framelets to start out with, and I think I ended up getting almost all of them because truthfully, I could not even decide. They're amazing. And I think I got all of the new flowers, the new cupcake, the new squares, circles, ovals, hearts, the jars. Oh my gosh, those jars, way too cute. I'll show you the stamp set in a minute. And then 3 of the new embossing folders. And we also offer the woodland embossing folder, which was out of stock for several months, and it's back now. This one is so neat. It looks like either waves, it could almost be wood grain, and it is called Seaside. So it coordinates very well with our ocean and seaside suite. This one I absolutely love, Petal Burst. I think we've had a stamp that resembles this somewhat in the past. I love this, Petal Burst. And Festive is super cute. It's going to be great with that set in the front of the catalog with the llama and the banners and everything. So fun. Or parties. I mean, gosh, anything. That's a very versatile one. So the other, these are some of the really pretty thinlets. The flower thinlets, love those. The swirls, the detailed florals, that's all here. You're going to see me using those a lot. Let's run through a couple of my favorite stamp sets that I got first. Falling Flowers. This coordinates with one of those framelit sets that I was just showing you. It's not meant to exactly cut them out, but it is meant to coordinate, so there's kind of a difference. They go together. Beautiful. Love this. More flowers. I don't know, I just can't get enough flowers. So this is a set of 2 with greetings and some flowers. Beautiful. This is called Flourishing Phrases. Another set of 2. There's big, I get the wood. I am a wood girl, so you know me. I love the wood. This is going to be amazing. Touches of texture. So you have lots of different splatters and textures, but you also have flowers to work with. I know, flowers. Big surprise, right? This one I love. We used to have several stamp sets that were all different greetings, and this is sort of along those lines. Lots of different greetings. It's going to go with lots of different stamp sets. Floral Phrases. Now this coordinates, going back to this, on my favorite paper, coordinates with that. Then I showed you the fruit paper. So there is a photopolymer set that goes with the fruit, and it also has the flowers. The cupcakes. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Wait till you see me use this. It is so cool. Super realistic looking cupcakes and frosting. This I thought was gorgeous. You have the watercolor look of the 2-step stamping of the flowers and leaves, and then you also have the outline, so you could use them together or separately. That is called Penned and Painted. And then a nice bold greeting set for the scenic, serene scenery paper. So Scenic Sayings goes with serene scenery paper. Oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister, but nice bold greetings. The Designer Tin of Cards project kit comes in a nice box, and then it has instructions and this beautiful tin. How pretty is this in the blue and white? This kit actually makes 16 cards. So inside you're going to find all the supplies for those 16 cards with the envelopes, as well as all of the embellishments, some sequins, washi tape, twine, and clips. And I'll just show you, it's probably easier to see right here. Those are the 4 different cards that it makes. So you have 4 of each. And then there are dividers so that you can keep them in this tin and organize them. There's a stamp set that coordinates with this. It doesn't come in this box. You can purchase it separately, but it has all the little names on there for the different categories, I should say, like birthday and sympathy and get well. And that way you can keep your cards organized once you create them. Or this would make just a lovely gift as well. So you could put everything back in the tin and use the dividers and give that to someone as a gift. I cannot wait to make this beautiful kit. I just found these. They had fallen out of my box, so these were 2 more of the stamp sets I got that I just couldn't do without to begin with. So these jars are so cute. Look at all of the stamps that come in this package. It's 3 different sizes of jars and all different cute little things you can put inside them. And it goes with the framelits, so you can die cut them. You don't have to cut these out on your projects. And then Baby Bear. This is amazing. It is actually a 3-step set so that you have 3 different images you stamp on top of each other. You'll do this in the lightest. So remember, it's opposite kind of what you're seeing. I know this looks dark, but you'll do this one in the lightest, and then this one in the next color, and this one in the darkest for all the detail. So you might want to try something like crumb cake, soft suede, and early espresso. And if you want a realistic looking brown bear, of course you could do anything. You could make a blue bear, a pink bear, any color you want, but that's how you would use that set. So those are 2 more of the stamp sets that I got. Let's talk next about Project Life. I grabbed one of the Project Life kits in my first order, and it is this one that encompasses this 2-page spread on page 162 and 163. It's called Hello Lovely. And let me show you these cards because amazingly gorgeous. You know, all of the Project Life kits come in a box and they have the 3 different sizes of cards. And what is super cool about the new collections is there is 2 of every card. And I don't know about you, but I start to use them and then I'm like, oh, but do I want to use that? Because then if I use it up, it's used up, you know, so now you get 2 of everything. How fun is that? Look at these beautiful patterns. And of course, you know, they're all double-sided, so you get double the choice. Love this color palette. And let me just show you some of the larger ones as well. So pretty. Does this have Patty written all over it? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to get a set of these to put at my desk so that when I'm writing notes to people, I can send them on really pretty notes. If it's just a little note that I'm enclosing and not sending a card, I'm going to use these. I just think they're amazing. So you have the 4x6, 4, and then you have the 3x4, which I showed you as well. So 100 cards in there, double-sided, 2 of every design, terrific, beautiful colors. On page 180, there are 3 ink pads I don't want you to overlook because they aren't with the rest of the ink pads. These are 3 new Ombre pads, Rich Razzleberry, Bermuda Bay, and Calypso Coral. This is what they look like when you get them. And let's open one up and let's see so I can show you what they look like. Little instruction pack. So there you see the 5 different shades of Calypso Coral ink. And there will be a video on my blog soon about using these. There is a particular way that you're going to want to take your stamp and move it around on the pad so that you don't just get stripes on your pad. So that is the Ombre pad. Here is a new punch called the Classic Label Punch. So that is a new one that I got as well. And then the sponge brayer This is a new product. So a little sponge brayer with 2 replacements. You can take this out and you can rinse it and use it with a different color. Or I think what I'll do is keep one kind of for pinks and reds, and one for yellows and one for blues and one for greens. I think that's what I might do with them. To me, it seems like when you rinse them out, then you're kind of wasting the color. I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes, but that's sort of my plan. And this is going to be terrific on that white embossed paper that I showed you in the beginning when I was just putting the ink on with the sponge. But this, you could also use this with that new paper as well. Well, I think that wraps it up for my initial order. I tried not to be too long and boring. I hope you enjoyed that overview of some of the new products. Again, this is my favorite 2-page spread, page 76, 77, and it's called the Floral Boutique Suite. You can see more about that on pattystamps.com on June 2nd. You can also order any of these products that you need. Just go to pattystamps.com and click on any of the buttons that go to my online store for online shopping. Or leave me a comment and I'd be happy to help you. If you need one of these great new catalogs, please let me know and I'll be happy to send one to you if you don't already have a demonstrator that you work with. I hope you'll enjoy it, and check my blog often for new projects using all of these great products. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.